Justine Lupe, 35, is an actress best known for her roles in TV's Succession and The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel and the film Luckiest Girl Alive. She co-stars in the Netflix series Nobody Wants This. She spoke with Mark Myers. The most memorable interactions I had with fine art as a child came from going to work with my dad. He was an exhibition specialist at the Denver Art Museum, and I'd accompany him while he installed exhibits. I was focused on being with him, not so much on the art itself. Growing up, I was kind of bored by museums. But being around my parents, my father's artwork and storytelling at home shaped how I related to the world. I was born in New York, where my dad, John, was a visual artist who did freelance work for publications such as New York Magazine. But creating art and earning a living to raise children was challenging. Soon after I was born, my parents moved to Bailey, Colorado, but we didn't stay long. The area was too rural and provincial for them. We moved into Denver, where my dad by then was working at the museum. When I was about 8, we moved into a ranch house painted a soft, sweet, buttery yellow. My father continued to create abstract pieces that went up on our walls, transforming our home into a gallery of sorts. My mom, Catherine, worked as a social worker at a halfway house for boys when I was born and then as a therapist for abused children in Denver. Later, she worked to create after-school care for children. Her entire life has been devoted to helping people. Like my dad, my mom began in the arts. She danced ballet when she was younger and loved it. She also loved music. It was always on at home. My younger brother, Colin, and I were very close as children and still are. Early on, we agreed to call ourselves the brother and sister team, a cringy but earnest title. My parents weren't big on TV or movies, so Colin and I didn't watch much. Instead, we made camcorder movies together. In elementary school, I could start a conversation with anyone, especially adults. But I wasn't particularly cool or popular and went through my fair share of bullying. Fortunately, my best friend, Louise, and I were so close she practically lived at our house and went on family vacations with us. I began acting when I was in elementary school at a Jewish community center. My family's not Jewish, but the center had a great little black box theater and held summer camps for kids. I loved acting immediately. My maternal grandmother, Kay, who was a prominent civic leader, helped start the Denver School of the Arts, a tuition-free magnet middle and high school that's still around today. She really believed in the importance of the arts and its humanizing qualities. From 6th to 12th grade, I attended the DSA instead of a traditional high school. My audition monologue was Joan of Arc begging for her life, from St. Joan. I also joined a thespian troupe that performed in state and national competitions. In my senior year, I won a scholarship for a couple of monologues. This recognition was the first time I felt I might have some actual talent. It was the first real validation I had outside of my family's encouragement. A theater teacher at DSA, Moss Kaplan, also believed in me. Before I auditioned for Juilliard, he said, "No one gets into Juilliard, but I think maybe you could." I was shocked when I did. My Juilliard training was all about theater. I had no awareness of what film acting meant aside from a few auditioning for film classes. After graduating in 2011, I was cast in David Chase's drama film, Not Fade Away, and was instantly more comfortable in front of a camera. The art of film felt like a familiar fit in a way that theater hadn't been. I felt more honest. On stage, whenever I'd project my voice, I sensed the honesty draining out of my performance. I became too aware of myself and didn't seem to be talking like a real person. Succession was a breakthrough for me after I was cast in 2017. I finally felt financially safe. Today, I live in East Los Angeles with my fiancé, Tyson, a visual artist, and our baby daughter. I moved in almost 3 years ago. We're on top of a hill, our ceilings are high and there's plenty of light. We also have a deck with a view of the San Gabriel Mountains. With scripts, I sit and break them down by drawing little pictures above words. This helps me slow down and absorb it all. Then I run the lines with my fiancé or my friend, Zoe, but mostly with my dad. He has been doing it for years, and it's the sweetest gesture. Justine's joy. Daughter? She's brand new, and it's wild watching her quick-changing expressions. They're so beautiful and pure. We have large windows that look out on lots of foliage. Chill spot? Our massive cozy couch, where I nap, watch TV and movies, and read and knit. Museums? I still go often in LA, usually with Diane, my dad's friend and former colleague at